Genesis chapter 25. Yosef Abraham, Yikahitha, Ushama Keturah. And Abraham added, and he took a wife, and her name Keturah. وتلد له את זמרן ואת יוקשן ואת מדן وאת מדיין. And she bare for him Zimran and Yokshan and Medan and Midian, وאת Yishbak, وאת Shuh and Yishbak and Shuh. ويقشان يالد et Shavah وet Dedan, and Yokshan begat Shavah and Dedan. Uvene Dedan hayu Asurim uletoshim ulehumim. And the sons of Dedan were Asurim and Letoshim and Lehumim. ובני מדיין עפה ועפר וחנוק. And the sons of Midian were Ephah and Epher and Hanok, Wahabidah, Weheledah, and Abidah and Eledah, Kolel, Bnei Keturah. All these were sons or descendants of Keturah. Vayiten Avraham et kol atrelo leYishak. And Abraham gave all which was for him, all his stuff, to Yishak. Ulivene hapilagshim atrel Abraham, Natan Abraham matanot. And to the sons of the concubines which were for Abraham, Abraham gave gifts. וישלחם מעל יצחק בנו בעודנו חי קדמה אל קדם. And he sent them from over Yitzhak his son, whilst in the time he was still alive, eastward to the land of the east. Wehele yeme fene yeme shene haye Abraham. And these were the days of the years of the lives of Abraham, Atrahaya, which he lived, Maat shana, Wishiva'im shana, Wachamish shanim, 100 years, and 70 years, and 5 years. Vayamot Abraham. And Abraham expired, and he died. B'sheva tova dhaken w'shabe, in gray hair, in good gray hair, old and satisfied or full of years. Vayehasef el ammayu, and he was gathered to his people. Vayikberuhoto Yishak v'Yishmael banayu. And they buried him, Yitzhak and Yishmael buried him, Banayu, his sons. Yitzhak and Yishmael, his sons, buried him. El-Mararat ha-Machpelah, to the cave of the Machpelah. El-Shadeh Ephron ben Thohar ha-Hitti, Atar al-Pnei Mamre, to the field of Ephron, the son of Thohar the Hitti, which was over the faces of Mamre, or against the faces of Mamre, near Mamre. Hashad atraqana Abraham met benehet, the field which Abraham purchased from the sons of Het. Thamma kubbar Abraham وشرى his toe. To there Abraham was buried, and Sarah his woman. ويحيى أخر موت أبراهام ويبارك Elohim et Yitzhak beno. And it was after the death of Abraham, and God blessed Yitzhak his son. ويث بيشحاق im بهر لحي روي. And Yitzhak dwelt with Beher Lahai Rohi. Wehele toldot Yishmael ben Abraham. And these are the generations of Yishmael, the son of Abraham. Atarya lada Hagar hamistrit Shifhat Shara la Abraham, which Hagar bore, Hagar the Mithri, the Egyptian, bore, who was the maid of Sarah, which she bore to Abraham. Well, Shemot b'nei Yishmael, Bishmotam l'toledotam. And these are the names of the sons of Yishmael by their names for their generations. Bechor Yishmael Nebayot, the firstborn of Yishmael, Nebayot. وقدر وأدبيل ومبشام, and Kedar and Adbeel and Mibsham. ومشمع ودوما ومشا, and Mishma and Duma and Masha. Hadad وتema, Hadad and Tema, Yitur Nafish وقدما. Yitur, Nafish and Qedma. Elehem b'nei Yishmael, these they are, the sons of Yishmael. Well Shemotam, and these are their names. Behatharehem, Uvetirotam, in their villages and in their encampments. Thanem Ashar Nashim Luhumotam, 2 and 12 princes for their nations. Wehele Thane Haye Yishmael Mehat Shana Uthalothi Meshana Wesheva Ashanim. And these are the years of the life of Yishmael, 100 years and 30 years and 7 years. Wayigwa Wayamot Wayahasap El Ammai, and he expired and he died, and he was gathered. He was gathered to his peoples. Wayishkanu Mehawila, and they dwelt from Hawilah ad Thur, as far as Thur or Shur, Atar al Pnei Mithraim, which is over the faces of Mithraim, or against, near Egypt, that is. Poaka Athura, in thy coming toward Athur. על פני כל אחי ונפל. Against the faces of all his brothers he fell, or his lot fell. ואלה תולדות ישחק, and these are the generations of Yishak, ben Abraham, the son of Abraham. Abraham holid et Yishak. Abraham begat Yishak. ويحيى يشحق بن أبرا بن أربعين شانا بقحتو إت ربقا بتبثوهل هرمي مبدن haram. And Yishak was the son of 40 years in his taking Rivka, the daughter of Bethuel the Arami, from Paddan Haram. Achot Laban Harami, Lolihitha, the sister of Laban the Arami, for himself, for a woman. Ye'etar Yitzhak, Yahweh, Lenokah Ithato. And Yishak entreated to Yahweh in front of his woman, or for the sake of his woman. Ki aqarahi, for she was barren. Waye'atar lo Yahweh, and Yahweh was entreated by him. Watahar Rivka withato, and Rivka conceived. Rivka, his woman, conceived. Wayetaroshasu habanim, and the sons were struggling against one another. B'kerabah, in her midst. Watomerehim ken lamahde anoki. And she said, if thus, for what is this that I am? What teled lideroshe et Yahweh? What telech lideroshe et Yahweh? And she went to seek Yahweh. Wayomer Yahweh, and Yahweh said to her, Fenegoyim bebitnech, 2 nations are in thy womb, Uthenelumim mime'aik yiparedu, and 2 peoples from thy bowels shall be parted. Ulom milom yehamath, and a people more than a people shall be strong. Warab ya'avod thagir, and the great one shall serve the younger, the littler one. Wayimlahu yamehalalet, and her days were filled, completed, for bearing. Wihinetomim bevitnah, and behold, twins in her womb. Wayeshharishon, and the first one came out, Admoni, red, kullo kahadert she'ar, all of him like a mantle of hair, a cloak of hair. Wayqrahu shemo Esau, and his name they called his name Esau. Wa'achreken Yasha Achiu, and after this his brother came out. Wayado Ohezet Ba'aqeb, Esau, and his hand was grabbing in the heel of Esau. ويقرأ شمو Yaakov, and he called his name Yaakov. ويشحق بن الشثيم شانا بلدت Hotam, and Yishhak was the son of 60 years in bearing them, in the bearing of them. ويجدلوا هنغاريم ويهي عيشاو إيش يوذي الصيد إيش شاد, and the lads became big. And Esau was a man knowing hunting, a man of a field, a man of field. ويعقوب إيش تام يوثب أوهاليم, and Yaakov was a content man, harmless or perfect man, a sitter in tents. ويهب يشحق et Esau, and Yishhak loved Esau. Ki tzayid befiu, because game was in his mouth. وربقة أوهبت et Yaakov, but Rivka was loving, and Rivka was loving Yaakov. ويازد Yaakov Nazir, and Yaakov was boiling a stew. ويابو عيشاو من حشاد وهو عايب, and Esau came from the field, and he was weary. ويؤمر Esau el Yaakov, and Esau said to Yaakov, Hali'iteni nah, make me swallow now, min hadom hadha, from the red thing, this red thing, ki ayef hanoki, because I am weary. Alakin qara shemo hadom, because of this his name is called, or he called his name Edom. Wayomer Yaakov, and Yaakov said, Michara chayom et bechora techali. Sell thou this day thy birthright to me. Wayomer Esau, Hinne hanoki holech lamut, and Esau said, Behold, I am walking to die. I am going to die. Walamahadali bechora, and for what is this to me, a birthright? Wayomer Yaakov hishab ali chayom, and Yaakov said, Swear thou now to me. Swear thou to me like today, this day. Wayeshava alo, and he was sworn to him. Wayimkor et bekorato Yaakov, and he sold his birthright to Yaakov. ويعقوب ناتن لعيشاو لحم ونزيد عداشيم, and Yaakov gave to Esau bread and the boiled food of lentils. And boiled food of lentils. Why your color? Why yes it? And he ate and he drank. Why yakum? Why yelach? Why yelach? And he arose and he went. He walked. Why yivers? Esau et habukora. And he disesteemed. And Esau disesteemed his birthright.